You clicked for the coach. This is the 2027 Pasadena 38DX. I'm Steve. Let's walk all 39 feet, 10 inches of this triple slide bath and a half S2RV Super C and check out all the hot features.
You all ready for some hot features?
Starting in our living area, in the 38DX, seatbelts for 8 and sleeping for 4 or 5, depending on how you want to outfit your Pasadena. Right now we have the heated massaging theater seats. These are wonderful, and what's great is they run right off that 1800 watt inverter. So when you have the slides out, you can just kick back and now you are completely relaxed. You're reading a book. Oh, read this. This is actually, if you're into conspiracy theories, it's a Lee Harvey Oswald JFK story. Was it Oswald? Was it Colonel Mustard? Much like a Tootsie Pop, the world may never know. Storage in here, so remote controls, whatever it is you need. Kick back, have a movie night in the theater seats. Straight across, we have a TV, smart TV, 3 smart TVs in your 38DX. You can connect all your TVs and all your devices to the WineGuard Connect 2.0 5G hotspot. Wherever you go, now you have internet, so streaming, work, whatever it is you need, your Pasadena is going to take care of you. Now again, you can put a sofa here if you would rather have that extra sleeping. Dinette, always a popular and one of my favorite features here, just because of the sheer versatility of your dinette. Seats for here, there are seat belts here for the ride. This makes into a bed. You just flip the handle, push it down, move your cushions, and now you have a comfortable sleeping area. Cup holders, wireless charging. You also have USB-A plugs right there, and privacy when you are having dinner, when you're at the campsite, wherever you are. Maybe it's nighttime, someone's sleeping here, you pull the roller blinds all the way around. Now you have privacy. The other neat feature, if you look under the dinette, no carpet. We continue that luxury vinyl tile all the way through your 38DX. We have storage right here on both sides underneath, and then we have a lot of storage right up above in all of these cabinets. Smooth suede and the Chalet collection, that is what we're talking about decor-wise. Just a nice two-tone look. It's very homey, it's very warm, it's very inviting, especially when you look at all of the natural light coming in through these windows. Awning-style windows on here. Frameless dual pane windows all the way. You just crank those open and now you're gonna get the nice gentle breeze flowing through here. There are screens there to keep all of the camp critters away. The bugs at camp, why are the bugs at camp always bigger than the bugs at home? I don't get it. Now, if the gentle breeze isn't doing it for you, you have 2 roof-mounted 15,000 BTU ACs powering the front and cooling off the back. Both have heat pumps in there, so you're gonna stay nice and comfortable no matter where you are, even when you are up here in the over cab bunk. I wanna point out as I'm standing here, one of the things that we always get when we're doing videos on our Pasadena, in the comments you can read it, hey, Steve Kerr or Fred Willard, how tall are you? How much room is in there? Well, I stand right here with no shoes on, 6 foot 1/2 inch, you can see. Let's stand into the living room under the soft touch ceiling, 84 inches of ceiling height. But when you step up under that raised cab over, and we'll talk about some of the benefits of that as we head outside, but one of the big benefits, at least from an inside standpoint, is just the sheer amount of headroom you have up here. So I can sit up here. There's a vent right up there that is blowing that AC here. So whoever is up here in the overcab, going to get a nice shot of cold air, and it's an 800-pound capacity over cab bunk. You have this power sky shade, so you can put that up or down depending on if you want the natural light, you want to look at nature, or it's nighttime and you want to block out all the light, or you're going away for the day, you don't want that sun coming in and heating up the inside. You're going to keep those ACs running more efficient. You can see I have more than enough room up here. Privacy curtains here, you just take and pull those, and now whoever's up here in the overcab It's going to stay nice and comfortable. You have USB charging up here. There's a cup holder. There's some storage. Just a real nice spot. A lot of Pasadena owners use that as extra storage just because of how much space is there. Let's head on over to our fireplace. So this is going to throw out heat. So on top of the heat pumps, electric fireplace going to throw out some heat, or on a day like today where it's right around 80 degrees, we have the ACs on, whisper quiet by the way, standing right under it. Maybe just a little hum, but you can carry on a conversation in here. Fireplace. TV is right here. That's on a televator. Press the button. Up comes the TV, and now you can just watch whatever it is you want to watch, and maybe have a snack. Maybe a midnight snack that turns into a bigger meal. We'll show you how to make that in this great kitchen.
What's your favorite hot feature? Everything's a
Solid surface countertops from here all the way down to here, and notice this new backsplash and how this continues over the kitchen windows, makes this beautiful shadow box. Great look, and really just sets the mood for a luxury Super C. How about an electric induction cooktop? You have that right here, and the neat thing is if you want to go outside and use it, maybe you're going to cook something, heat up that oil to 350 degrees and deep fry in there. Well, you can lift that up, unplug it, and take it outside. You have 2 gas burners on here as well, so the best of both worlds. Double bowl sink, pull down sprayer, great looking faucet on here. Pop-up outlet, GFC eyes, USB-A, and a USB-C. More storage over here. Now this, all kinds of room here, all kinds of room in your pantry. So whatever you need to bring with you, you can store here, and then naturally, as you would expect, in a kitchen, all kinds of storage. We have soft closed drawers, more storage here, pots and pans, appliances, whatever you need, you're gonna find room for it in the 38DX. And topping off our kitchen in the fridge here, nice massive fridge and freezer, water and ice built right into the door. That is gonna take us right into our half bath here. Everything you need for a nice guest bathroom. So whoever is in the master bathroom or the master bedroom, they can close the door. I'll do that for you in just a second. Then whoever is staying up front has their own bathroom space. You're not intruding when you are camping with friends and family and whoever it may be. So everything you can hear from a sink, a toilet, GFC outlets. You have a vent fan up above. You control that from Rapid Cam Plus. That's right here. So slides, awnings, check your tank levels, start your auto gen start, 8,000 watt diesel generator, all that from here or through the mobile app. And that is for your 1,800 watt inverter. And that is going to take us into the bedroom, where we're going to find a great, comfortable king size bed and a very nice rear bath.
everything's a
King size tilt-to-view bed. The switch is right here. So if this is your side, you are in control of just how much tilt you have. So it's comfortable. Maybe you're back here reading, maybe you're watching TV or just lounging. And when it's in the up position like this, you just have so much room, whether you are going over to the washer and dryer, grabbing clothes out of the closet, just a lot of room back here in the bedroom. Over here in the nightstand, you have a nice cupboard, pop-up outlet with wireless charging, have one on each side, number of cabinets up above, push button lights right there, and then this is the door that just slides out and makes this its own private bedroom. Walking up through our massive, massive bedroom floor space, there is our washer and dryer. Smart TV right here, storage below, and as we walk back again, remember that we have the rear AC, and what's really nice is when you're traveling down the road, all of our AC, if you notice, look at this, lined up perfectly right down the middle. So we duct that in the center so your returns are on the side. So even when all 3 slides are in, you're gonna get a nice, comfortable, cooling, gentle air conditioning breeze, so everybody traveling is going to stay nice and comfortable in the 38DX. Right back here, another closet with a nice mirror so you can check your look and think I probably shouldn't eaten half a ham. And I know you're thinking that it's not funny, it's true. Hams were on sale. It's a joke in my family. I bought my 89-cent ham. It was like $8 for a giant spiral ham, and I ate half of it. And I don't feel good about myself. But man, was it good. And that naturally leads us back into the bathroom. Nice shower surround in here. Oxydenic shower head so you can take and rinse off skylight. So even the tallest of the tall is going to have plenty of headroom in here, and you have tankless hot water on board, so you don't have to take that real fast shower so everybody gets through. No, you're gonna have endless hot water when you are nice and connected at camp and ready to just wind down for the day. Sliding glass door, and over to our porcelain toilet. Everything you need in here from our sink. Nice large medicine cabinet. You can store everything you need up there. GFCI here for all of a razor, hair dryer, whatever you need to plug in the bathroom. More storage here, more storage here. Roller blind here, storage here, storage here, storage down here. Everything you could ask for in a bath and a half. Now there are 2 sets of termination handles on your 38DX, and we're going to show you where those are as we walk around the entire Pasadena 38DX.
What's your favorite hot feature? Everything's a
Unlatch, pull, and go. And now you have access to this beastly 6.7 liter diesel power plant. Going to give you all the power you need, a true 15,000 pound hitch, and a lot of that has to do with their build, and we'll talk about that as we work around back and look at that Atlas Foundation logo. But I want to start up here and talk about the S2RV chassis. So what really makes this special, one, you can open the hood, it's really serviceable, maintenance is easy, and it is specifically built by Freightliner for the motorhome industry, which is why I have S2RV in it. So the fuel tank is going to be pushed in the back over the axles. That way it's going to distribute that weight for a nice balanced ride. You have air ride suspension on here, so no matter how much you load in there, and again with the true 15,000 pound hitch, you can load up to that occupant and cargo capacity and still tow 15,000 pounds. And with the air ride suspension, you're still going to have a nice little ride. When you're set up here at camp like we are now, you can see the air is out of the airbags and it's going to lower a little bit, and that's going to, one, help you get in as we walk to the door. We're only going to have 2 steps in instead of 3, which you see it elsewhere, but here we're going to give you 2. So S2RV chassis, nice, easy, friendly, and right up front here, LED headlights. Those make a huge difference at night, especially when you're driving down those dark roads and places that you're not familiar with. You're going to enjoy having a nice, bright LED scene no matter where you happen to go. Giant 295, 75, 22.5-inch tires on here. Blacked out wheels on here. This is our stealth package. If it's not your cup of tea, it's all cool. If chrome is more your style, then go ahead. You can chrome it up on your Pasadena. As we work our way down, adjust the mirrors. You can dial these in, a nice view behind you, and you have HD side view cameras. When you turn the directional on, that's going to give you a nice view to your left, to your right, and you have a nice backup monitor in there as well. Air ride seats, we'll talk about those when we go inside, but comfort galore. Oh, before I forget, and I kind of want to tie in together the raised over cab and the hood. So we'll start with the hood. It's sloped, so it's going down, so you're gonna have more visibility out the front windshield. And the way we designed this cap, okay, it's a one-piece fiberglass cap, so you don't have the seams up front, so we're talking less maintenance, and you don't have to worry about leaks when you're driving down the road in those heavy downpours. But we showed you the headroom inside, and because of the way it's designed, you have all that room inside. And notice where it cuts off. Right here, so you don't have that massive overhang. It doesn't look like you're driving in a box. You just have a nice, clear view of the road in front of you, thanks to the way that this is designed. Urban Steel is the name of this gorgeous full body paint. Looks wonderful here on our 38DX. Up top, 2 awnings. We have one over the door, and then we have another one for your campsite. Those are controlled with Rapid Camp Plus. Just press the button, and you can throw out your mat, throw out your chairs, kick back, relax. Maybe part of relaxing for you is watching the smart TV, soundbar out here so you can take and play your favorite tunes. You can watch TV, whatever it is you want to do. Hey, you're on vacation. No one tells you what to do. Let's open some bays. I think we should. Right in here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 6-volt house batteries, keeping those nice and topped off. Solar, 100 watts comes standard, but if you would like more, you can option in up to 500 watts of solar charging on your 38DX. And because we have airbags on here, love this feature. This is an air hose. Notice we have the tire chuck on there. There's a little air compressor chuck in there, so all you have to do is plug this in, and now you have air if you need to inflate tires, whatever it is. Maybe it's your unicorn floaty for the lake. I'm not telling anybody, but you can go ahead and you can blow that up right from there. Right here, massive, massive storage bays throughout. Ton of storage on here, ton of storage. Pass-through bays, rotocast material. Tie down for your pet, you run the leash here and here. You can throw the toys in there, the dog dishes, whatever it is, you can rinse those out. They're not gonna mold, they're not gonna mildew, you're not gonna get bay stank. No carpet either, so that's a huge plus. Aluminum slam latch doors, those are on a hinge as well. That is 100 gallons of fresh water right there. We'll show you where the fill is for that. There's the drain over there. So we work our way back. Another storage bay. More than 150 cubic feet of storage on here. A little pass-through right there. Tons of storage, tons. That's where you're gonna fill the propane, need the propane for. This little baby right here, this beauty right down there is your exterior propane connection, so a grill, a griddle, a fire pit, whatever you wanna hook up while you're at camp, you hook that up right there, and you need this for your heat, and you need it for your hot water. That is the exhaust for your tankless hot water. Nice storage bay in the rear. Right here, that's a big deal. That is a true 15,000 pound hitch on your 38DX. And a lot of this has to do with the way we upfit our build. Let's talk about our Atlas foundation. Always travel in luxury and style. So when we get our chassis and our S2RV chassis, we have it upfitted by the experts at MoRide. They are the premier upfitters in the RV industry, and we build on top of the rails, and they custom design each foundation for each floor plan. So there's a specific 38DX foundation that is built. That's gonna give us more storage, it's gonna be built stronger, it's gonna be built lighter, and all that adds up to being able to tow a true 15,000 pounds. That's something else. So just a beautiful one-piece fiberglass rear cap. As we walk around to our business end, in the bathroom, we talked about having 2 sets of termination handles. This is going to be set 1. So it's going to be really easy to remember our capacities on here. So you're gonna have 40 black and 40 gray for the rear, 40 black, 40 gray for the other wet bay, and 100 gallons of fresh water, which, by the way, also holds 100 gallons of fuel right in here. So that's gonna be your fuel fill right there. And that fuel is gonna power that 8,000 watt quiet diesel generator, again through Rapid Camp Plus. You can take and dial in all of your auto gen start settings. Over here, our 50 amp shore power cord on a power wheel, so you can plug that in and then easily wind that up as you go, because as you know, 50s are heavy. You can take and use a 50 amp shore power cord, carry a couple of those instead of kettlebells, get guns like this. Yeah, Fred Willard's got the gun, don't I? The name's Steve. Here is our wet bay. Love this system. Our Nautilus system here, super easy to use. What do you want to do? Turn the knobs. Right now we are set for city water or to winterize. So this is where we're gonna take and connect our city water. We have a shower with hot and cold, whole home filtration here, easy to winterize. Take and then hook up your potty python right there when you're ready to drain your tanks. You can even lock that, and away you go. Another large bay right here. This one has some pass-through, and as we are out here right under one of 3 slides, notice the nice frameless windows. And this slide is actually cut out of the same piece of fiberglass as this. This slide comes out of the same piece of fiberglass as this, so everything is nice and square and true. Vacuum bonded and laminated. Aluminum cage construction in the wall and in the roof, and steel cage construction in the floor for extra strength. And then we throw on this beautiful full body paint. Gorgeous look, absolutely gorgeous. Another large storage bay right here. 154 cubic feet of storage if you want to be exact. And another storage bay right here. And as we work up front, just a couple of things I want to show you before we sit in that comfortable air ride seat. DEF fill is right here. Block heater is right here. So if you are doing some seriously cold weather camping, all you have to do is plug in right there and make sure that you keep that block nice and toasty, just like you would like to stay when you are doing some cold weather camping. That is the outside now, one of my favorites. Climbing in and walking around the dash and getting ready for the drive in our 38DX. One of the questions I get quite a bit when I'm out at shows is people saying, what's it like to drive something that big? Because, you know, we're talking almost 40 feet, again, 39 feet, 10 inches, and it is really easy and it is really smooth. You have that 55-degree wheel cut in here, and because this is a Class C, yes, it looks a lot different than, you know, your typical car, but it feels the same once you get going down the road. It's just a little louder, a lot more powerful, and yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but it's a really easy to drive machine, at least for 39-foot, 10-inch motorhome. Walking through some of the controls we have for 2027, brand new, bigger radio going 12 inches here. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, Sirius XM satellite radio, nice blue backlight around there. It's on a hinge, so you can adjust that, dial that in however you want. That is going to act as your backup monitor. That is going to act as your side view monitor for the directional cameras once you turn those on. And local radio, everything you need. And what's nice is you can choose the RV specific app of your choice to get wherever it is you want to go. And then when you get to camp, one-touch hydraulic leveling jacks. You can start your generator from here. Auxiliary start, so if your chassis battery dies, you can use your house batteries to jump start your 38DX. Over here, 12 volt, we have some USB charging. Number of switches over here, hazard lights, dome lights, foot lights. This is for your traction control here. Freightliner says always keep that on. Fast idle button, when you turn that on, let's do that right here. Idle kicks up, and then it will switch on. You can see right here, the idle is kicked up to 1200 RPM, so you can get the voltage built a lot faster. Air brakes are right there. That's the big difference when you are driving, say, a big Class A gas, and you come over to a big Super C like this, or even a different Super C, you're gonna have air brakes on here, so it's a different feel. HVAC controls are here. Your cup holders are right here. Exhaust brake is over here, as well as your transmission. Lots of buttons on the steering wheel here for your Bluetooth, your highway lights, and then over here, a number of buttons that's gonna take you through your menu here. You have maintenance reminders, you have troubleshooting, you have everything you could ask for. Transmission health, your filter status, your oil life, your oil level, and even up here, right here, you have a number. I like to call this the cheat sheet. So if you have questions about, uh-oh, this warning light sign, what does it mean? It's gonna take you through that right there. But again, read your manual on this. Airbag gauges, gas gauges, your tachometer, your speedometer, headlights, really everything you could need. And finally, I wanna end this by talking about these super comfortable air ride seats. Why not end on a high note, right? So you can dial the ride in, up, down, lumbar, anything, and they kind of float with you, so it feels like you're floating as you are riding along. And the other beauty of these seats, when you are driving, at least the passenger, if you really want to lean back and take a nap, these lean all the way back past the bulkhead. when the slide is out over here for the driver, you can just lean back and you can kick back and you can relax and just enjoy wherever you are. And that's really what about camping is, right? Just getting out and enjoying everything, especially in your Pasadena 38DX. You clicked for the coach. Now click that subscribe button so we can catch you on our next tour.